Welcome to Achieve with Karolina Live. I am Karolina Romaniuk, Child and Family Sleep Specialist. Oh, forgot one thing. I'm going to be calling this now Sleep Conversations with Karolina. Yeah, so that's it. So welcome to Sleep Conversations with Karolina. I'm your host, Karolina Romaniuk, Child and Family Sleep Specialist. So I'm going to wait for a couple of people to sign on. Hi, Luba. Getting some little technical difficulties like the last couple of times that I tried to do this. So hopefully we're fixing it. I don't know. It's freezing today. I hope you guys are dressed super duper warm. Hats, gloves, scarves, the whole 9 yards. The wind chill was just, oh my God. It was really bad, like really bad when I would walk outside, when I had to go drop off my kids off at school in the morning and then pick them up and then just doing like a couple of things throughout the day. So I hope your day was awesome. Oh, Luba, yeah, totally. I would love to meet you now that you have two. Oh my goodness. PM me and then we can meet up sometime. So today we're going to be having a really cool topic, and I wanted to actually talk about this because lately I've been getting this question from clients, and it was just something that I felt that I was called to really acknowledge and to mention it, because I figured if my clients, my private one-on-one clients are kind of dealing with this, then you guys are going to be dealing with this, right? So, oh, Luba, you have a 3.5-year-old and a 6-week-old. Well, Mazel Tov on the 6-week-old. Congratulations. And yeah, I would definitely love to meet you and your little ones. So, okay. Oh, and one cool thing. My hubby went to this really cool event and he got me a present. He got me this really cute candle. Bells and whistles on it. It smells divine. It's by Brooklyn Essence, and it smells so good. He actually told me that the lady that makes them, they're hand poured in Brooklyn, and they just smell super good. I love candles. Yeah, I mean, it just creates the mood for you. Like, especially when I'm working on projects, it kind of really gets my head cleared out, and I get rid of like the fog and noggin that I call, and it just smells nice. So this one specifically, it smells like, what's the name of it? Sweet almond and coconut oil. It smells so good. Oh my God, I might want to eat this, but I won't. So it actually says that if you when you burn the candle, that the oil afterwards, that's going to be like reciting on the inside, you can use it as, because it's coconut oil, it's pure coconut oil, that you can then use it, like on your hands or something like that, and it shouldn't really burn you. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do an experiment with my husband. Hopefully it doesn't burn him. Okay, so today what we're going to be talking about is your child super picky with their food and they also don't sleep well? I'm just trying to close this. Happy holidays, everyone. Okay, and what do you need to tackle first, right? So feeding and sleeping, obviously they're two important aspects that go hand in hand. And what do you do first? Like, where do you begin, right? If your child started eating solids, it can be as early as 4 or 5 months, depending on what your pediatrician says. And the way that they're being introduced to foods is something really new. So that would be, the different textures that they would have, the different flavors that they would be having. So it's something really cool. It's new. It's, I don't know if it'd be like a new development. I mean, kind of it is, but it's something new that they're going to learn to master, a new skill, right? Now, sleep is also something that they have to master, and it's a skill. And when you are teaching them how to learn how to properly sleep independently, if that is your goal, and also they're having these new factors that are kind of being put into into the context of like feeding or standing or sitting or anything else like that, like just something new, they have to really master it. So what do you really tackle first? And feeding is one of the main questions that I usually get, specifically with like picky eaters. So what would you want to do first? Now, if you do have anyone that has questions on this right now, whoever's on the thread, please click on the share button right below so we can share this with your friends and have more people join on. Also, if you're watching the replay, please type in the comments below replay so I will know and I'll be able to give you a shout out afterwards too. I know it's super duper late right now. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, New York time. And hey Mila, hi Kim, thanks for joining guys. And I like to do these videos on Wednesday nights because I have found that lots of us are not sleeping at this time, which we should be. Yeah. So I also started to do every Monday. We're going to be doing at 11 Eastern also. Same live videos, but they're all going to be different topics. Hi Dahlia, thanks for joining. So just to recap on what I'm talking about is my child is, or not mine, but in general, if your child is a super picky eater with their food and they don't sleep very well, what do you tackle first? So it's really simple. It's sleep. Sleep is the first thing that you really want to focus on. So sleep is, without sleep, there's no health. Right? One of the doctors that I was working with, he always used to say that, so that kind of like stuck in my head. And it's important to understand that if you are not getting the proper amount of sleep, making sure also that it's not fragmented at night as well, because that is a huge portion of what sleep deprivation is having fragmented sleep, then there really is no health. There's no foundation that you're building, and everything kind of just goes down from there. So focusing on sleep is your number one thing. And how many of us, when we're not sleeping, really don't want to eat much? So I know when I don't get enough sleep, and I really need like 8 to 9 hours of sleep to, well, at least 8 to feel like I'm functioning. Ideally, I need 9. So if I get less than that, you would know I wouldn't be very sweet. My brain just will be kind of like all over the place. So obviously, you know, sleep is the first thing that you would really want to work on. Once that is perfected, then you start to really put into play all of the other factors that go around it. So if you're starting with sleep training, or you're already doing it right now, and this is something that you're kind of, you don't know where to go, should you focus on the feeding schedule and have their sleep schedule be placed around the feeding schedule, or vice versa? Best thing that you need to do is focus on the sleep first. The sleep schedule is the first thing that you want to focus. Hey Patricia, thanks for joining. So the first thing that you want to focus on is the sleep schedule, and then do the feeding schedule afterwards. Most kids that I have worked with over the years that I have found, when they are sleeping beautifully and you start doing the feeding afterwards, they eat a lot more. So the caloric intake during the day starts to increase heavily, especially if you're trying to eliminate feedings at night for your child. Once you start to notice that you're eliminating them at night and you're really restructuring it and you're adding more of the feeding, and not automatically, you don't want to just, you know, shove a bunch of food in their mouth and tell them, hey, go ahead and eat this because you're not eating at night. You need to make sure that it's nice and balanced. So once you're eliminating night feeds, for an example, and you're trying to increase the caloric intake during the day at a gradual pace, you're going to notice that they're going to start eating better, and they won't be as picky. Now, if they are still kind of, you know, having their choices that they would want, there are different ways that you can go about that on how to help children not become picky eaters, or if they are, how to kind of wean them away from it. So there are different ways that you can go about that. 2 websites that I really, really love that can help you with a factor of that is Weelicious.com and then Teeny Tiny Foodie. They have unbelievably delicious recipes that also, if you have a little one that is just starting solids, they have purees that you can also switch them into adult food. So for an example, you can have a puree for your little one and then make muffins out of it for breakfast, right? So you're not just going to make separate meals for your little one and then separate meals for yourself. So introducing different types of textures, and these websites are really, really awesome. Weelicious and also Teeny Tiny Foodie. I'll put them in the comments here also for you guys if you want to check them out. unbelievable food that they have there. The recipes, delicious. I actually I still use some of them that I used when my kids were little. I made really awesome purees for them, and now I just make them into muffins. So I still use their website for just, ideas and stuff like that. But they break it down into how to help your kid if they are a picky eater, how to help them become a foodie and love food. And also by you introducing food while you're cooking, for an example, you can have them sit in the high chair, watch you, or if they're old enough, they can help you cook too. So it's one way that you can do that to kind of try and eliminate picky eating. But if you do have one, you can, help them kind of deviate from that. And just to remind you, so to answer the question again, what do you tackle first? Picky eaters, or focusing on the food factor, or focusing on the sleep? Sleep is your main thing. Without sleep, there is no health. Okay? So I am going to leave you on that note, my loves. If you have any questions, let me know. Type them in the comments below. And if you're watching the replay, make sure that if you do have questions, you can also type it in the comments, and then I'll be able to respond to them when I get a chance. Now, last thing before I let you guys go, and for you to have wonderful sweet dreams, is I want to give a little shout out to something that I am so excited about. I don't know if you guys saw that I posted on my page, and if you are on my private page also, I posted it on there, is that I have a lot of parents have been wanting to work with me one-on-one, and there's only one of me. So I can't, I can't like spread myself too thin, because I need to make sure that I'm giving everyone my fullest attention and that I'm providing results for you guys. And that's really important to me. So I have come up with something super cool. I'm so excited to present it. I was actually going to do this after the new year, but I can't wait. So I wanted to mention it on this video also, is that if you are interested and you have connected with me in the past, or you have been wanting to connect with me and work with me one-on-one, I am doing something so awesome right now. It's semi-private sleep coaching, and it's going to be in a beautiful format. We're going to have 4 sessions. They're going to be through Zoom, which is similar to Skype, but it has a little more features towards it, which I personally like it a little better. And you're going to be getting a lot of the bells and whistles that come with one-on-one coaching that I do provide my private clients. But with an affordable price, okay? So if you are interested in this, if this is something that you feel called to, please either private message me, or you could send me an email at itsme@achievewithcarolina.com. Or if you're watching this right now and you know someone that needs help with their sleep, highlight their name in here also, and then tell them just to listen towards the end as well. So thank you so much, guys, for listening. I love you all. Sweet dreams, and then I will see you next week. Okay? Love you. Bye.